Yeah.
Oh, man.
Fight. Oh, yeah, Boon. You feeling that heat?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined for a very special edition interview with video game legend Ed Boon. He's the programmer, voice actor, and director, best known as co-creator of the iconic Mortal Kombat fighting series, and his latest game, Mortal Kombat 1, is set to release on September 19th. Ed Boon, welcome to the show.
Very happy to be here. A little nervous, but
looks
like fun.
Crazy.
All totally normal reactions.
Yeah.
You know, everybody that comes in here, they're always nervous. But before we get started, how are you around spicy food? Like, do you reach for hot sauce naturally?
No, I am at the lowest end of the spicy food thing. And it's not like I dislike it. I just have a very low tolerance, so this should be interesting.
Hey, don't come in the comments for talking about, Ed Boon like that. I'm sorry. I want to see him do a final dash. Man, I haven't seen a Hot Ones episode in a minute, but I saw this and I just knew I had to watch. Shaq and Gordon Ramsay, best Hot Ones. I'm telling you.
This one's supposed to hit in right away, or just the lowest end?
I think you were a hot sauce guy all along, Ed. You know, you just didn't know you had it in you.
No, not at all.
So let me get another piece of that there.
That's good.
Classic hot sauce.
So, when we had actor Kumail Nanjiani on the show, he put forth this theory that video games are the only medium in entertainment that get better year over year because of the technological advancements. Is somebody who's had their hands so deep in the video game honeypot since the 1980s, does that at all resonate with you?
Damn, that is crazy, the 80s.
It does. The first Mortal Kombat game we started in 1991 was 4 people, right?
On the whole team?
All right.
Bro getting choked up on
It was
the
4
first
people,
sauce?
1 programmer, 2 artists, and an audio guy. The newest one is literally in the hundreds. Technology has created an opportunity for us to make the most elaborate sets. We have actors, directors, animators, audio engineers. It just goes on and on. So the scope is 100 times, I'd say, maybe as big as the very first one. And it's all technology's fault.
For better or worse,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
better
yeah.
or worse.
I like
Is there
that,
anything
Sean.
that you miss
For better
most
or for
about
worse?
the old days? And then what are you so happy that you don't have to deal with anymore?
What I miss the most about the old days is if you have an idea, later that afternoon you can see the idea, come to fruition, right? You can just see it done. Now if you have an idea,
6-month lead.
oh, at least it's like steering the Titanic. You want to take a turn, you plan a month ahead and then you start turning. So it was
That's a
there's
good
something
metaphor.
about
I'm gonna use that.
having an idea off the top of your head
Yeah,
and
you
being
gotta
able to do
use
it
a month
now.
ahead
Now
to
it
turn.
affects
They're gonna be like,
30
"What?"
people, and you have to borderline get permission to do it before you when you do it. Even in my position.
And here on the 5-Wing Gauntlet, we're doing some time travel here, all right?
Yeah,
we're going
yeah.
from number
This is-
1 to number 5.
Yeah, this is the one I'm getting nervous about. Oh, that's nothing. No, I'm sure it's gonna. I'm sure it's gonna
Is
hit.
that the second one he says?
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, they're just doing 5. Okay.
The Duke tastes good.
It is nice.
I
I'm
gotta
kind of
get on Hot
hungry,
Ones.
I don't
guys
always
like
come
and
in here
subscribe
hungry.
so one day
But
I
when
can
I
be
do,
on
it is
Hot
kind of
Ones.
nice, to have the meal here.
Okay, I'm suspicious because I thought I'd be cracking on the second one for sure.
You're going to be good. You're going to make it all the way through with not an ounce of sweat on you.
right.
I can see it already, Ed.
I'm gonna regret this.
You got it.
You said, let me get a little nibble.
I'm fascinated
Another
by
little
guest
nibble.
characters, having RoboCop
Why
on
does-
there,
I'm
having
gonna look for
Terminator on
HD.
there, Spawn, Freddy Krueger. What kind of characters do you look for when deciding to bring a character
good
from another
question. I like
universe
that.
into the Mortal Kombat world?
That's actually it's a lot more. It's not technical. It's just childish. We all.
That's how I like it. That's how I like it.
We all grew
I
up
like 'em, right?
watching movies
I
from
like
the
that one.
70s, 80s, and 90s. From our standpoint, it is. Wouldn't it be cool to see Terminator fighting Scorpion? Wouldn't it be cool to see RoboCop fighting Sub-Zero? And it's as basic and simple as that. There's no science to it. At some point, there's legalities. Can we get the license to it? Can we do this?
Right.
But in terms of where the idea comes from, it's a bunch of adults who are
he
still
did say he was a fan of like,
trapped in the 70s watching tough guy movies.
Exactly. And
he said in an interview that he was a big fan of Homelander, and I was surprised Omni-Man from Invincible too, because I thought that was more of a niche than The Boys. But it's crazy, man. They like these shows too, man. You're hitting me in the heart, man.
I want to see who would win in a fight. It's that simple.
Mortal Kombat!
Oh wait, it's a Mortal Kombat commercial too. What are the chances? That's why I did it on purpose, honestly. That's why I got that inside deal with YouTube. They
Rated
pick their
mature.
commercials.
So this one is the spicy shark here.
Uh-oh.
Spicy shark.
Again, am I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, hit me.
No.
So this is
I just
one
answered my question.
is kind of sweet up front, and it almost makes you think, oh, did I grab the wrong wing?
Yeah,
always look
yeah,
like he's
it
burning
does.
up
And
the
then
eye.
the second you think
I
that,
do this for a living.
the door slams.
Yeah.
But still going back in.
He went in
I
for
love
a-
it, man.
He said he didn't like spicy
love it.
food.
Well,
So one of my favorite things that's come out about the new game is that you'll actually have
Wait
a
a minute.
Jean-Claude.
Have we seen that before? Why don't I remember seeing no Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Van Damme skin for Johnny Cage.
Bruh. Jean-Claude Van Damme originally was going to play Johnny Cage in the original Mortal Kombat movie way back in the day, but they couldn't get him. Fun facts for you.
that's right.
Can you talk about how that came to be? Because I imagine that this is a very validating full circle moment, you know,
It is.
30 years in the making.
It is when we. Oh man, that's kicking in. When we made the very first game, our original intention was to make Van Damme the arcade game, right? We
wow.
actually, wanted to see the
Seriously?
words Van Damme big there. And again, Bloodsport was big, and Universal Soldier, I think it was. So we called his people, and we're like, we want to make a game based on Van Damme, and I don't know if he declined or it just never got to him or something like that. But again, this is a bunch of a couple of 20-year-old kids, 20-something-year-old kids, wanting to make a video
insane.
game. I could see how Van Damme would go.
He was like,
No, we're not doing this, and not knowing that. So we tried a number of times going back and forth with him.
Career or
This
bust
time
or
we hit the lottery and we
miss.
got him, and we actually
Miss, I
have his
guess.
voice, and he's going to be the Johnny Cage character, and it is, like you said, it's the absolute full circle moment that we had.
What do you see as the significance or the role and narrative in a fighting video game like this?
So that's actually one of the hardest things about writing the story is, we're going to give the player like 30 fights, so you have to come up with 30 confrontations that'll be enough for a reason to fight. And we've kind of gotten, we've stumbled a couple of times, like we'd have, Johnny Cage is hitting on somebody, and Jax is like, hey, cut it out. Hey, I'm just hitting on her. Okay, let's fight about it. That's not a really good reason to
Well, listen, fights
punch.
happen that way.
Exactly.
Fights happen that way.
Yeah, at a
you
bar
know?
or something
Yeah.
like that. But so
on
we've
my
had some
secret
really
mission,
kind of silly
save the
ones, and we have
universe.
to. But yeah, the story's main function is to create conflict and let the player resolve the conflict by beating the crap out of the other character. Yeah.
It's only right.
Yeah.
All right, Ed, are you ready to move on here? This is The Bomb Beyond Insanity.
Oh man.
So this
That just
one
sounds
is crazy.
crazy.
Okay, I'm just
Okay,
letting
okay.
you know.
He said, let me tell you up front, this shit hurt. He said, I'm gonna get a nibble. But all his bites been looking like that. A little strange.
It'll be pretty immediate. We won't have to wait for this one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh
You
man.
see the edit of the video?
All right, I gotta take a second.
Whoa!
He's going in for another one? Hey, he's setting some Hot Ones records here. But he is going for baby bites, though. He's like, I had another bite.
And he
I think
reaches
I'm
for
gonna
the rope.
join you there, by the way.
Patty.
Wow. That's the spiciest thing I've ever had in my life.
So like me, you're an alum of the University of Illinois at
Saying it's
Urbana-Champaign.
so
We were
cool,
talking
though.
about it
Like,
a little
look
bit
at
out.
Sean Evans, bro's burning up, can barely talk. And he's just, it's the spiciest thing I've ever had. Any more questions?
side. I know that you graduated with a degree in mathematics and computer science. I'm curious, where did you think you would go next? I can't imagine you thought like in 1986 that you were going to be a video game developer.
Oh, he's done.
What'd you say? No. No. In 1986, I absolutely knew I was going to be a video game developer. Yeah, I knew.
Bro.
Wow. I knew. I think when I was like 15 years old or something, a game called Defender came out, and Defender, Pac-Man. Wow.
I never heard of Defender. Mortal Kombat! We just saw this. Every commercial is Mortal Kombat too, so clearly they got something going on. They working the deal.
And it was God, it actually gets hot.
I know,
as
and
you
it
go.
doesn't stop, and then you talk, and it provides some oxygen to the fire, you know.
And at the time, Apple had released, the Apple II, so people first got computers in their hands. I had this Atari 800. Oh my God, it's even hotter. And once I put a pixel on the screen and moved it over, to me it was like, hitting a note on a piano and realizing you can hit 3 of them and make a chord. You can do this and you can compose. And it was a big moment of wow, this is what I want to do. And I always assumed that I would be working at a bank, right? Writing, some kind of software, and then making games by myself, on as a hobby or something like that. And it turned out that it was, I lucked out and I got a job in a pinball company that was also making video games, and I've had one job my whole life. Right out of school, I made one resume in Champaign, Illinois, and I've not made one
He's from Champaign, Illinois?
Just crazy, yeah.
And literally, it's his first and only job ever. What a career, bruh. I mean, think about that. Like, even people like that you think about as famous and has done this, that, and another thing. Like, who really got one job and then does it for their entire life and loves it? That's tight.
My lips are burning.
All right, Ed.
Let me shake that up.
Okay.
Get that last drop on here. Or did they take a bite and then do the last drop? No, last dab.
So it already has it, but you dab a little
Just
more
a
on
little
it?
dab, yeah.
Okay.
There you go,
All
perfect. Cheers, Ed. What a
Okay,
ride.
Cheers. Wow. All right, I'm gonna regret this.
Sharp. Hits it right away.
Yeah.
But Ed, you don't have to eat anything else. You did it, You walked in here a little bit nervous. Oh my goodness.
Wild. He did everything twice. And he must have been doing on purpose.
But to close things
He must
out,
have watched the show
Mortal
before.
Kombat's made such an indelible imprint
That
on
burns.
me and so many in my generation. And here we are, 30 years later, still galvanizing players all over the world. So to close things out, with your brain on fire, mouth ablaze, I'm gonna hit you with a Mortal Kombat rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Hit him.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Where
knew
did the
he said
"get
rapid fire.
over
He's
here"
seen that.
catchphrase come from?
Get over here! We were in the studio, literally off the top of my head. I was like, hey, let's have the guy throw a spear. And as I was kind of miming it out, I had said, then he pulls him in and he says, get over here, And at that point, we weren't thinking of it, that'll be a catchphrase. But later in the audio
why is this making
recording,
me tear up? That music.
I was there doing some grunts and groans and decided to yell out, get over here. That's my voice. And then that's basically where it came along.
Do you have a favorite piece of Mortal Kombat memorabilia or a keepsake that you've collected over the years that's most treasured to you?
Yes, I didn't know it existed, but when they made the first Mortal Kombat movie, for some dangerous reason, they made a Kano knife, this gigantic, not safe knife, and they branded it and they sent me one.
Gigantic
and I'm the
knife.
opposite of somebody who uses knives, but it's really cool looking. And then, so that's my favorite one.
Off the top of your head,
opposite of
without
saying-
thinking about it too much, do you have any sort of an idea for a hot sauce fatality?
This one,
He said,
and
"If you give that to him
I would say,
normal,
just
yeah, die.
force feeding it to the loser.
Just give it to him. Shit, he gonna
Well, you
die.
know what, Ed? we could not finish him today because he took on the wings of death, lived to tell the tale, and now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, let the people know what you have going on in your life.
We have September 19th, we have Mortal Kombat 1 that is coming out. It is the 12th version of Mortal Kombat that we are calling Mortal Kombat 1 because we've reset our story, telling it from the actual Big Bang, and you will see a brand new origin, brand new timeline of a Mortal Kombat universe, and as many cool features as we've ever added, and we can't wait for
the Natara trailer. This got me hyped.
Players to check it out.
Can't wait to play. Good job, man.
Bruh. First we feast Howard's. Who would have thought?
Man. My nose is starting to run. I'm glad.
We finished just in time.
Yeah. I was gonna. Oh man.
Flawless victory.
Subscribe, like the video. Oh, I'm hyped. If you want some Mortal Kombat content, subscribe to the channel. I'm excited.